Namaste and welcome to today's yoga practice. We start with the opening prayer. So sit in any comfortable meditative posture on the back end of your mat. Bring your hands in Namaste position in front of your heart center and close your eyes. You can just listen or sing along. Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly release your hands and open your eyes. Then open your knees to the sides and walk with your hands to the front of the mat. Keep your big toes together for Adho Mukha Virasana, resting warrior pose. Rest your forehead on the ground. All your worries and everything that is keeping you away from the present moment is leaving you right now, going from your forehead to the ground. Then bring your hands a little closer, come on your knees, come on your toes, and push yourself up into a downward facing dog with your hips up to the ceiling. Press your hands firmly in the ground. Hands and feet are carrying your weight equally. And then lengthen through your arms. Bring your shoulders away from your ears and bring your tailbone up to the sky. You can bend your knees to keep your back straight, or if this is not difficult for you, try to bring your heels to the ground while keeping your back nice and straight. Look to the point between your feet. Keep breathing. Then come on your toes and walk with your feet to the middle of your mat. Then place your hands next to your feet or a little bit in front, in a place where you can push with your arms and your hands strongly in the ground next to your feet. You can bend your knees if it's difficult to reach the floor with your palms, but keep pressing your palms in the ground, keep bringing your tailbone up to the ceiling, and keep breathing. With your next inhalation, bring your hands to your hips or next to your ears, and then with a straight back, slowly rise up halfway to an L position where your torso and your arms are parallel to the ground. So your hips are in a 90-degree angle. Keep your arms either on your waist or next to your shoulders, extended to the sides like wings, or next to your ears with your palms facing down. Then keep breathing, keep engaging your abdomen, try to lengthen from your fingers to your hips. Keep breathing, and with your next exhalation, bring your hands down, 1 foot length in front of your feet. Lengthen your back one more time. Then bring your left leg up in one line with your torso. We're going to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. And you can either keep your right palm flat on the floor or make a cup shape with your right hand. So you're standing on your right leg. The weight is on the leg and you're just holding touch with the floor with your right hand. Maybe you just stay here. Try to bring your left leg in line with your torso from toe to head, one line. Or maybe you can bring your left arm up to the ceiling. Then release your hands first and bring your left leg up more to the ceiling as much as you can in a standing split. With your exhalation, bring your left foot on the right side next to your right foot, so on the side where the pinky toe is, and turn to your left side with your torso. Your legs are crossed and you're in a crossed-legged forward bend. Now we change the side. Walk with your hands to the other side. So you are turning your torso to the right side of your feet. Keep breathing here. Then come back to the center and release the left foot. Now for the other side, again, place your left hand 1 foot distance in front of your left foot. Then slowly lift up your right leg. Bring it in line with your torso. Open your hips to the side in this position. And then try to also open your torso to the side. Maybe you can bring up your right hand. Focus on a point in front of you to keep balancing. You can keep looking down, or maybe you can look in front of you or up towards your right hand. Try to keep your leg nice and extended and your torso open to the side. Then bring your hands down first. Try to bring the right leg up to the ceiling for a moment and exhale, release in a cross-legged position. Then turn with your torso to the right side first. Lengthen down towards the floor on the right side of your legs. Keep breathing. With your next inhalation, come to center. With your next exhalation, go to the other side of your legs. Keep breathing. Then come back to center with your next inhalation. Release your feet. Bring them next to each other in a normal way. Bend your knees and bring your arms up above your head. Come to Utkatasana, chair pose. So you keep your knees and feet together. Your knees are bent, your hips are bent, and your arms are pulling up to the ceiling as much as possible. Try to lengthen from your hips to your fingers. Your toes, knees, and head are in one line. Then exhale. Turn to your left side with your torso while keeping your knees bent, and bring your arm with your armpit as close as possible over the left side of your left leg. Bring your hands in a namaste position in front of your heart, or you can also open the lower arm with the hand to the floor and the upper arm to the ceiling in one line. Look in front of you or up to the left hand. Then bring your hands back to Namaste position. Turn to the center and come back to Utkatasana. Keep the legs bent. Be strong here. Then exhale. Come to your right side. Parivrita Utkatasana on your right side. Here you can also bring your left hand down to the mat and your right hand up to the ceiling if it's possible for you. But keep your knees and hips bent. Twist and open your chest. Look in front of you or up to the right hand. With your inhalation, come back to center and up to Utkatasana. Keeping your knees bent. And then with your next exhalation, release Utkatasana with a forward bend. Fold forward and down. Okay, place your hands in front of you and open your feet about hip width. Then grab your big toes. Lengthen your arms and your back with your inhalation, and with your exhalation, pull yourself down to your toes. So you grab the big toe with your peace fingers, with your thumb and the first two fingers. Keep breathing. You can bend your knees, but keep your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your tailbone up, lengthen your spine, and fold yourself nicely close to your legs. With your next inhalation, lengthen your arms and your back, and then bring your palms under your feet. So your palms are facing the soles of your feet. Just grab around your toes. Not too much, only as much as you can while holding balance. And with the exhalation, again, fold forward and down. With your next inhalation, release the hands, bring them to your waist. Come halfway up. Exhale here first, and then slowly come all the way up to standing position. Then turn to the side of your mat, facing any side of your mat, with your feet parallel to each other in 1 to 1.5 meters distance from each other. From there, bring your extended arms up above your head and lengthen up to the sky. Really give yourself long length up to the ceiling with your inhalation, and then exhale, bend sidewards over the right side. Your arms are pulling away from you. Your left side of the body is stretching and you're looking up to the sky. Both your feet are pressing firmly in the ground. Keep breathing. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean over to your left side, looking up to the ceiling. Your hands are pulling away from you. Keep breathing. Let the muscles on the side work. Let the core work. And inhale, come back to center. Amazing. Release your arms. Bring them behind your back. Interlace your fingers. And then with your exhalation, bend forward and bring your arms over as much as they go. Don't strain too much. Don't focus too much on the arms, but try to bring the focus on the length of the spine. Keep breathing. Your knees can be slightly bent or extended. Then inhale, come back up to a straight back and grab your big toes with your peace fingers again. With your exhalation, Bend down, pull yourself down, bend your arms from the elbows, and lengthen again. Keep breathing. Then with your next inhalation, come up halfway and turn to the front side of your mat with your right leg in front and your left leg back. Bring the left knee and back of the left foot down to the mat, and your right leg is in 90 degree with the calf 90 degrees to the ground. Try to slide the left leg back as much as you need to open your hips nicely, but keep your hips square, parallel to the front edge of the mat. When you feel a nice stretch, you can either keep your hands next to your front foot or bring your hands on your knee, resting there. Or the third variation would be to bring your hands above your head. And if you feel comfortable here, you can even bend slightly backward. You're only leaning backwards. It's not a back bend, so you're not arching your back. You're just opening your hip a little bit more. From there, just bring your hands next to your foot. Change sides. Again, Asana on the left side. Make sure you have a nice stretch in your hips. Then you can either keep your hands next to your front foot or bring them on your knee. Come in a straight upward position with your torso. Or you can bring your arms over your head. Keep extending up to the ceiling. Or if you feel very comfortable, you can even lean back. Keep looking to the front. If you feel any pain in your back, then please just come to the straight position and don't lean back. Keep breathing. Okay, wonderful. Then from here, bring your arms slowly back to the sides of your front foot. Tuck your toes of the right foot in and come back with your left leg to a downward facing dog. Now we are coming to a plank. So just shift forward into a straight line with your whole body except from your arms pressing in the mat. Your arms and toes are pressing in the mat. Come into plank. From here, you can either stay here and try to lift your right leg, or you can go down to chaturanga, so in a 90-degree bent elbow position with a straight body, and again try to lift one leg and the other leg. See how much you can lift your legs. Then when you're done, just come down on your abdomen on the mat. Bring your feet together, bring your hands behind you, and come into a cobra, into Bhujangasana with your hands interlaced behind your back. So use the strength of your back to lift your chest up from the ground. Look in front of you. Keep your neck in line with the rest of the spine. Keep your feet together. This is version 1. Version 2, you can see if you can hold your arms in front of you, next to your ears. Then release. Come back to downward facing dog. And from here, walk forward again to the middle of your mat. Come into Malasana squat. So bend your knees. Your feet are about mat distance or a little less wide open. So try to bring your armpits as low as possible. Press your hands together. Keep your arms parallel to the ground. Lengthen your spine. Look in front of you. Then from Malasana squat, bring your hips up halfway so that you are in a 90-degree angle with your knees and your back is parallel to the ground. You're still looking down to the ground in front of you. Keep pressing your hands. Try to stay as low as possible with your armpits over your legs, over your knees or chin bones, and keep your hips up. Stay there and breathe. Then maybe if you feel comfortable, you can try to come into Kakasana, crawl pose. Just bring your hands in front of you to the ground, and in the way you are in Malasana squat, you can just come on your tippy toes and lean forward on the triceps of your arms. Place your legs on the triceps where they are and shift your weight forward into Kakasana. Amazing. Then with control, bring one leg down, bring the other leg down, and come back to Malasana squat. Lengthen your back one more time. Then try to come down in a seated position without the help of your hands. For Ardha Matsyendrasana, bring the right heel under the left buttocks and the left foot on the right side of the right knee. Place your left hand behind you. Extend the right arm to the ceiling first and then twist over to the left side and bring your elbow on the outside of your left knee. Try to bring the armpit close to the thigh. Look behind you and open your chest. Bring the shoulders away from the ears. Twist deeply. Inhale, we're going to change sides. Come to center, then exhale. Bring the left heel under the right buttocks, the right foot over the left, next to the left knee on the outside. Your right hand behind, your left arm is coming over and you're twisting to the right side. Look behind you. Take a few breaths here as well, trying to open your chest, trying to lift up with a long spine. Okay, inhale, come back to the center of your mat. And we will continue with Chatuspadasana, table position. Bring your hands one forearm distance behind you on both your sides and your feet where your knees would lie on the ground if you would be sitting with your legs extended. And then lift up your hips with your inhalation, and with your exhalation you can drop your head back if you feel comfortable. If not, just keep your chin on your chest. And here try to bring your hips up as much as you can. Push with your feet in the ground and also open your chest. Breathe through your chest as much as you can and push your chest up to the sky as much as you can. Keep breathing. Push through your hands, push through your feet, push your hips up, push your chest up. And exhale, slowly come down, back to seated. Extend your legs in front of you. Bring your arms up to the ceiling in an L position. Then fold forward to your legs. Try to keep your back straight. Grab wherever you can grab, your legs or your feet. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Try to bring your navel on your thighs. And stay there. Keep breathing. Pull yourself forward and down. With your inhalation forward, with your exhalation down. Enjoy the stretch and just let go. Deep breathing. Then inhale. Come back up halfway. Exhale. Come all the way back to seated and bring your legs with your feet together in front of you for Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. So your soles of your feet are facing each other. You have one fist distance between your feet and your groin. And then you can first bring your hands behind you to lengthen your spine. Take a deep inhale, and with your exhalation, you fold forward as much as you can. Forward to your feet with a straight back. Your knees are trying to rotate outward and down. You can also open your soles of your feet like a book and bring your arms in front. Try to walk away from your body with your fingers to come more down. Whatever helps you to lean more over your feet. Then come back up and bring your knees together. Come on your back. Open your feet about shoulder distance and bring your feet with your heels to your fingertips or a little bit further away. Then with your inhalation, lift your hips up. Your knees should be in 90 degrees or more open. And then you can interlace your fingers under your hips on the ground. Try to bring your shoulders a little bit closer together. Bring your hips more up. Push with your feet in the ground. And push with your shoulders and arms in the ground to open your chest more, to bring your hips more up. Keep breathing. Look straight up to the ceiling. Breathe in your chest if you can. Feet are pushing down. Stay here, stay up. Last breath. And with your next exhalation, release. Come down vertebra by vertebra with your back. Then hug your knees. Bring your knees into your chest and give them a nice hug. You can keep your head down on the mat if you like, or bring it to your knees. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable in your back. We are almost done. Last few breaths here. Bring the awareness to all the sensation that you feel right now in your body from this practice. Feel the changes in your mood and in your body, in your mind and body. And then slowly, one leg at a time, bring your legs down all the way to the mat. Relax your hands next to your body. Let your feet fall with the toes slightly pointing outward. Palms are facing up to the sky, and you're just letting go of all thoughts, of all feelings, bringing the awareness to the sensations in your body on a physical level, just being aware and conscious. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. Make sure your whole body will be fully relaxed. For the closing prayer, you can just listen and feel the vibrations, or you can join your palms in front of your heart or in front of your forehead. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkhabhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for practicing with us.